The Devourer of Gods was a massively divine cybernetic serpent who served as Yirm's executioner. He was known for having the ability to assimilate the powers of his victims with his own upon devouring them. The boss lore item states, the serpent's power to assimilate the abilities and energy those it has consumed is unique as almost as all the known cosmos. Save for its lesser brethren, I would have soon had to eliminate it as a threat had it been given more time to creatures to feast upon. For most players, this is one of the most difficult bosses you have to defeat, as it has an insane amount of health and in higher difficulties can one-shot you if you don't play correctly. So, there's 3 different armor types for this boss fight that you can choose from. I'm going to be using Omega Blue for its melee boost. But you can use Tarragon, Omega Blue, and Blood Flare. Those are your 3 main armor types, but Blood Flare is the most common, so if you don't really want to be too picky with which armor type, you can go with Blood Flare. It's the most basic. Weapon wise, you have a lot of options. I'm going to be using the Terror Blade. You have the Stellar Striker, boring, Insidious Impaler, Stellar Contempt, Neptune's Bounty, Morning Star, Galileo Gladius, the Terror Blade, and Soul Edge. It's pretty basic. Accessories. You have a pretty big choice of accessories. Many you can't use. I'll be using the Heart of the Elements as an accessory so you see what they look like around you when you're trying to do the fight. You can use the Affliction, the Flesh Totem, Elysian Aegis, Bloody Worm Scarf, Heart of the Elements, the Community, Yirm's Insignia, the Absorber, and for wing-wise, Seraph Tracers. These are the accessories I will be using for this boss fight. You can reforge these with things like Menacing if you want to. To begin the boss fight, you're going to need the Cosmic Worm, which you can craft from all the fragments dropped by the Sentinels, which is the Sentinels in which are summoned by the Rune of Gods, which I explained on how to beat Providence. To begin the fight, anywhere in the world you use the Cosmic Worm. And for this fight, I recommend using I'm going to use a 600 block long arena. This worm's pretty big, because you're going to need a lot of room to run around on this boss fight. You don't need an extremely large arena, you just need to make sure it's long, not tall. As you can see, this variant is tall, and there's plenty of room to dodge in because Safe Tracers allow you to fly around. To summon the boss, you can use the Cosmic Worm. Do this on the edge of your world. It won't be able to. It won't take damage at first. Oh, I forgot to buff. Real quick, I forgot to mention something. You can use something called the Normality Relocator. When you press a certain key, it'll teleport you. So hold on, let me fix my key real quick. Normality Relocator. Default Z, which is what I use. See, when you press, you'll teleport around. I did forget to mention that. You were able to access this post Moonlord. So you could have used it in Providence and I forgot to mention it. I apologize. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage due to the accessories I have and buffs. The Normality Relocator can save you in a pinch if you really need it. Because if you get caught in between the worm, you can use it to teleport out. During the boss fight, it'll shoot lasers at you, and there's 2 phases. During the first part of the fight, it'll summon the Sentinels once again, but they'll be weaker versions of it. Boss run out so freaking quickly. As you can tell, I'm not very good at this, but this is supposed to make the boss much easier than it usually is. I'm more focused on the demonstration than trying to actually beat this boss. So ignore me turning my god mode on and off. kill this boss real quick to explain this, because this boss fight is decently long. Again, easier with multiple people. Just about any boss fight's easier with multiple people. The Elysian Aegis can save you in a pinch as well. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So you're able to dash with attacks. Not like dodging matters, but I'm still gonna act like I'm dodging. Pretend I'm actually good at this game. Once you reach 18%, it'll say its message. Summon its minions. What are these called? Cosmic Guardians. This right here, finish doing damage to this boss. The Cosmic Guardians should be dealt with first before you continue fighting this boss, as they can be really annoying. They're not hard to kill, they don't have much health. And then you'll be able to do a good amount of damage again. Stay here and finish the boss. I won't say it's that simple because it's a really annoying boss fight. And then you're ready to move on to Yaren. You just gotta look for its drops. I think they dropped in the ocean. Gotta look for them real quick. See, there's its drops. If you're unlucky, there might be a chance it won't drop. But you'll get the Omega Healing Potions, which are used for Yaren. Yaren's arena is much more complicated, and you may want some help building it. Look at a separate video tutorial on how to build a Yaren arena, because it's kind of annoying. You get 2 drops, which are the Sentinels, Devourer, the Devourer of Gods, lore items, and Cosmite bars, which are very important items. You get things like the Armored Shell, the Dark Plasma, and the Twisted Nether, which are used to craft the worms spawn. Yes, it's a long boss fight. Don't lose motivation if you die. But, yeah, good luck with this boss fight. Many people say it's probably the hardest to do. If you're watching, have a good day.